Hello, it's Varun here. We are going to talk about the general setting. We have page mapping, scroll to the top button, site layout option, and the site loader. For page mapping, normally we have, suppose that when we are on the website and we are in logboard screen. Let me navigate it there. Continue. Now you can see that there's a login button, and once the registration is open, we also have a registration option there. So let me open the registration from here, setting general, and general. Okay, general. Inside the WordPress, when you enable anyone can register, then you will find the register option. Now you can see that we have two links, login and register. So there are lots of cases where people want to have their own login page instead of using WordPress default login.php. Same for the register, like they have a gravity form or using some third-party page builder, then they can also have their own custom registration pages. So in these cases, our options are helpful. So if we go to the customizer, okay, when you go back to the customizer, you will find the site layout. Site layout will contain two options for container layout, and second is the full width layout. And for the container layout, you can also set what is the maximum width for any container, and this can be controlled from here. Same for the global sidebar widget. So suppose that when you go to the activity page, blog page, we also have a dedicated sidebar, and that particular sidebar, this one, you can control that dimension from here. Like suppose that I want to trim that down, so I just have to change the value and that will be trimmed. Same for the global border radius. So now you can see that there's a slight border here. So if you want to change it, you just have to make it 12, then that will be improved a little bit. Okay, and button border radius for these buttons, you can go with this default one, or you can change that to the 10 or 8, something like this. Same for the form radius, and publish, and these changes will be effective. Next, we have site loader. This is the basic functionality. Might be if someone is going to ask, then we can include a couple of more loader there. You can also override it with different loader options. Inside the page mapping, that was we were talking about. So suppose that we have a sample page, then when someone click on the login button, that will go to the sample page. Whatever you have created, like you have created a separate /login page, then you can link them there. Same for the registration page. You can also have a dedicated registration page, then map it here. In that way, all the header button will be mapped to the same mapped pages. And for the 404, suppose that you do not have any page and you want to give them a brand look instead of giving a default not found, then you just have to create a 404 page and just mention whatever. You can include a search, you can include some information related to the links or what exactly you are offering. So in that way, they will have a better model or branded 404 page as well. Okay, and the next what we have here in this guide is the site layout option. I had already explained that one. Scroll to the top button. For the scroll to the top button, it is more like when you have a lengthy page. Suppose that I am going to the blog page, it is a load base. Going to the blog page. So in the blog case, we are getting a scroll to the top option here. So when you click on that one, it will bring you back to the top again. So that is helpful when you have a long blog or something like this. In that way, people can jump it quickly from. It is just a stylish option, so it is not that much useful. I do not have to explain that much on it. So it covers all the general setting options, and in next video we are going to talk about the header setting. Thank you.